I am Celine, and this is Benjamin. We are traveling the world with our Toyota Land Cruiser from Belgium to South Africa. It's the end of the day, and we have reached the Red Sea. Yesterday I filmed that we arrived at the coast, and literally 5 minutes after arriving, the Coast Guard came to say that we were not allowed to be there after 6 p.m. and we were not allowed to stay overnight. So in the dark we had to choose a different location. We were not yet entirely happy with it. Now we're driving along the coast to look for a better spot. It's not easy because there's a lot of construction going on in this area because of NEOM. So we don't want to be too close to construction, to dust, to noise. And we also don't want to be in an area where we're not allowed to be. So let's check out if we find a better place today. What do you think about NEOM?
Crazy. I think a lot of money, a lot of people, a lot of sand still. I think it's an incredibly big operation. I wonder who has the Excel sheet or the planning for all the workers, because there are thousands of trucks driving here and there. It's incredible.
We found a quiet spot yesterday with palm trees, but I forgot to film. But in the evening the wind started to come up. We moved to another spot, a bit more land inward to be more sheltered from the wind. Although it's possible here to find quiet spots and nobody's really bothering you, it's hard to not think that you're on a construction site, because you always hear the road, you see piles of stones or sand that have been moved. This and the fact that we ran out of data and we have a video call scheduled this afternoon with Benjamin's grandmother, decided that we will move on today to the next city, we'll top up our data. And very important, look for a snorkel and goggles. So if we are at the beautiful spot further down the coast, more south, that we can at least see some of the beauty of the Red Sea. We're driving along the coast further south and it starts to be more beautiful. The water looks Maldivian color almost. Unfortunately, there's still some trash on the beach, but I'm afraid that will be everywhere. We will soon be at the spot that we heard from other travelers that is very nice for snorkeling, that it's almost like an aquarium. So let's check it out. This is the spot. We're going for it. What do you hope to see?
Hammerhead sharks.
Very likely, very likely. The snorkeling was indeed good. At night, we got invited by locals to join them for dinner. The joy didn't last long though. The day after, the national park guards came and told us camping is prohibited, so it was time for us to move on again. We really found a paradise spot. The water is super blue with white sandbanks in the middle. It's really amazing. It's far enough from the road. But unfortunately, there's so much trash. I think it comes from the sea and it really spoils this place. It's so sad. It's really a paradise beach. Really, come on, look at this color of the water. Eventually we drove a bit further and we have the same paradise beach and no trash. We're happy. We will try to stay here tonight. It's totally not sheltered at all, but the last couple of days the wind slowed down in the night, so after sunset. So we hope it will be the same today and we have a quiet night. Our Swiss friends Viola and Remo, which we met in Hail and Alula already, are also heading this way, so it will be a nice reunion tonight. A windy reunion probably, but nice. Yesterday we found a few cool spots like mangroves and these birds' nests, and now we're showing them to Remo and Viola. It's a super nice area. We're quite far from the main road. That was a bump. Quite far from the main roads. The sea is super blue when the sun's out. There are mangroves. Far away we see the lines of the mountains. There's no one. I think we have a winner for our favorite Red Sea area till now. It has been a bit tricky to find nice places at the Red Sea, or you feel like you're part of a construction site because of NEOM or the Red Sea Global project, or it's not allowed to go swimming, or it's not allowed to do camping, or there are coast guards who are patrolling the whole time who don't really make you feel welcome. So here, up until now, it has been very quiet, beautiful. Apart from the trashy parts, this area is much better, I think, because of the stream is much more favorable, that the trash doesn't end up on the beaches here. And we really like driving here. We just asked this coast guard where's the best spot for snorkeling, but the officer says no. Up until 2030 you cannot go snorkeling here. We said goodbye to Remo and Viola. It was going to be the last activity that we were doing together, snorkeling. And now they go north, we go south. But it was a bit of a goodbye in minor. They have these miles and miles of beautiful coastline, empty, no one around, no buildings, sometimes no trash even, and then this is the place they direct us to for swimming. This tiny patch of sea surrounded by buildings. So thanks, but no thanks. We will find another spot. We tried to be polite, asking where we could snorkel, but let's go to another area and just go ahead. It's 8:30 in the evening. We're sitting inside. I'm working a bit on the next YouTube movie. We arrived here maybe 1 hour ago, and the Coast Guard is here again. They just want to check our passports. I think everything is fine, but they already mentioned no swimming. So we thought about swimming in the morning, early, but now they're writing down our names, so I don't know if it's a good idea.
Mia. Sleep. Mia. Eat. No, we go to sleep.
Seemed to take a long time.
Yeah, they ask for our passports, and then they have to write and read it, but it's not in Arab, so they have to understand which is the name, which is the last name, and then they try to copy what's on there.
Where do they write it?
In like a book with thousands of names.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ask why swimming is forbidden?
No, he was only speaking Arab, so it's just Mia Mia. Mia Mia.
What does
Mia
it
Mia.
mean?
Good.
Mm.
Mia Mia is good.
A few months ago, we left home with a broken air conditioning. We had it fixed in Turkey, and I think we used it only once in the meantime. And here in Saudi, when the weather was getting hot again, we noticed that the air conditioning wasn't working again. So now we're taking a second attempt to get it fixed. The guys in this workshop figured out what the problem is. The pump is actually leaking. Now, the resolution is a new piece which seemed to cost a lot of money. And that is why I don't like cities. It's like we always spend money, too much money. This new pump would cost 1,500 euros. So now we're here. So now we're thinking what to do. We're researching a bit online. The guys are checking in another shop. We're probably not gonna do it for this amount of money unless if we find that this is actually the cost of this pump. So let's check. Actually, I'm just waiting till Benjamin checks. We decided to not have it fixed right now. Think about it, try to find a better solution, maybe with a second-hand piece. Let's find another way to get our money out of our pockets. It is the first time in a very long time that we put an alarm again. Because we go diving today. Very exciting. It's been over a year that we took our PADI open water course. So I hope it's a good instructor. Due to big waves, we couldn't anchor at the Seven Sisters, one of the best reefs around Yanbu. We didn't get major sightings, but it was cool anyway to be back under the water. Diving is done, we left Yanbu and we're in for a new adventure. Well, I don't know if it will be an adventure, but it's at least a new invitation.
Barbecue in the desert.
We were driving and suddenly a car started to drive a little bit slower ahead of us and making a sign like that they want to say something. And then we open the window and it's like, hello, can we invite you? We're gonna have a picnic with friends. It's another 50 kilometers away, but it's very nice if you would join us. So we checked on the map. It's a little bit out of our direction, but it's only 30 kilometers. So we decided to give it a go because the guys spoke very good English as well, so it's always easier to communicate. So let's see what tonight will bring. From one hospitality offer to the other. We made a stop in a little town with the other car in front of us because they still had to pick up some plates with food. And while we were there, we got stopped by villagers who were taking props from the community garden. They wanted to show us their garden, and we left with 2 bags full of stuff. 1 bag full of herbs, mint, parsley, and then another bag with onions, carrots, radish,
Cauliflower.
a whole
Cauliflower. Yeah.
no,
I think so. Yeah.
cabbage. Really, really, really amazing.
Shukran. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Benjamin. You? My name is Usama. Usama. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for all the vegetables.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Like free market. You need anything, come. No problem.
One of our friends from yesterday, his brother is a mechanic working with used cars. So now we are here in this workshop where we will check if we can get our Airco fixed. What do you think? Do we find it here?
Maybe. Maybe fine.
My happy face is not because of a repaired Airco, as it didn't work out, but happy anyway because of the amazing landscapes that we were driving in. If you're curious to see what I see, then join us in the next episode. We also visit Medina, get back into paragliding training, and try to fix our air conditioning. Take 3. Are you with us?